Hello everyone, I'm taking another look back at a video I did this time in 2011 for the Sega Saturn. Yeah, it's Sega Flash Volume 2. Just giving a run through of all the games on this demo disc. Yes, Volume 2 of Sega Flash was actually, I got this packed in with my Sega Saturn, and prior to getting my Saturn, I sort of collected the Sega Saturn magazines, and obviously, yeah, back in the day, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but you got demo discs and sort of things like that on the front cover of some of the magazines. So I had, what did I have? I think I had, at the time, I would have had volume 1, 3, and 4. There were only 6 Sega Flash discs released, and I was collecting them all up, so I'd have at least some demo discs to play if I couldn't get like a choice of game or whatever when I picked the Saturn up. But I did get a choice of game, and which I picked was Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Great game, and I got this demo packed in with it as well. So yeah. Good times getting the Saturn, man. Dude, let's go. I don't know why I picked looking back at a demo. I can't even remember why I recorded me playing through 2 games on a demo disc. I think I had a bit of a break from recording and uploading playthroughs, and after a couple of months I figured just do this rather than like jump into like a full game or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, we're taking a look at Knights first, which if you haven't played it, it's a really unique, fun game. I would say avoid the Wii version. First and foremost, avoid. That was awful. Even with the Wii controls, it's terrible in my opinion. But you can pick this up on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, so do that. Really, it's such a great game, and from my understanding, this game was designed around the Sega Saturn 3D pad that came boxed with the game. And I remember my cousin had that. He had the 3D controller, and it just made playing this game so much, like using a D-pad with this game was was not an option really. You had to use the analog stick, the analog pad that came with the Saturn. So yeah, it's still a fun game to play today. I mean, the objective is really you want to build up big score by linking the. You got to see there, but you link the going through those hoops and collecting the orbs. As you can see, my link's going up, so basically make it to the end of a section with all the orbs, trying to build up as big a score point and links as you can. And the music is fantastic in this game as well. It was such an experience to play this game back in the day. It's one of the first Sega Saturn games I played, because I used to go to my cousins a lot to just to go around and play the Saturn. Discovered some like really good games back then, when back then no one really cared about the Saturn at all. It was all sort of PlayStation centric, and then obviously the N64 came, and the Saturn no one just cared about, so I managed to play a lot of good games back then, and even pick some up for really cheap, and some that demand ridiculously high prices. I managed to pick up for pennies back in the day, well, not pennies, but a couple of quid, like Guardian Heroes and Panzer Dragoon Saga. Just picked it up back in the day for about 20 quid, and Panzer Dragoon Saga especially goes, you know, it's in the hundreds now. Wouldn't say rightfully so, but it's a damn good game. So, I mean, you could buy the Japanese copy really cheap now, and you could just get like an online sort of translation guide for it, as it were. So you can play the game and you know what's going on. What's that? Have I got one more section to do? I haven't been paying the blind bit of notice. Yeah, as you could probably ascertain from this video, I'm absolutely terrible at nights, and unfortunately I was using the just the regular Saturn D-pad. I still haven't got a 3D controller. I'm hoping to find one day, so I'll be able to play this game properly again. I would love to see another Knights game, but after the, in my opinion, the absolutely terrible, was it Journey into Dreams? Or, you know, the Wii version. I did not like that at all. It didn't have anything that made, you know, the original game so great to play. I think this is the last section. I should really be paying attention to this. There we go, yeah. It's all C's. I suppose it's better than all D's, I suppose. And, well, there's one B. Boss fight. This is a very easy boss. Bang, there you go. But, I remember I didn't have the regular Knights game for a long while. I bought it, you know, quite a few years after the Saturn was really relevant. I had the Christmas Nights into Dream disc, which was given away free on the front of a Sega Saturn magazine, which was nice because I don't know now, but I heard that was quite a hard disc to get hold of now. Don't quote me on that. And but it was nice to get Knights. Oh, rookie mistake. It was nice to get Nights into Dreams because you could just change the date in the regular game to say like Halloween, New Year, Christmas, whatever, and the environment would change, and even what characters are wearing will change. You know, like if it's Christmas, they wear Christmas suits and whatnot. Really good game. You know, if you haven't checked out Knights, check it out. Yep, it is now on sale. You can get it. I think you can still get it on Xbox Live and PSN. Check it out. It's such an experience to play. It really is a lot of fun. You know, I always if people want to recommended, you know, good Saturn games, get Nights into Dreams. Really good fun. And my second game. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, Panzer Dragoon. Funnily enough, I have all these, actually own, you know, proper copies of all the games in this demo. And yeah, Panzer Dragoon. Apparently these, even the first two Panzer Dragoon games are demanding quite a high price now. I know for a while the first one, I never saw it. You know, this is going, you know, sort of like 5 or 6 years ago now. I never saw it for under sort of 60 or 70 quid. I think it's a bit more affordable now, but great games, really good sort of on-rail shootery, where you're, you know, on a dragon and you're flying around areas, and classic Sega arcade style, really. Good fun, really is good. I love Panzer Dragoon series. And yeah. I highly recommend picking up Panzer Dragoon Auto for the original Xbox. That goes after Saga. That kind of goes back to how these first two games were, which is sort of like on-rail shooter basically. Yeah, so you can sort of you can switch between, you know, you can look front, left, right, and back by hitting the two the L and R trigger buttons on the Saturn controller, and if you hold down the fire button and drag the cursor over the enemies, it actually locks onto them. Yeah, like that. Bang, take them out. And the smaller bar above my health, it's slowly building up as I'm taking enemies out, and when that fills up either all the way or to a certain point, you can, I think it's the top X, Y and Z buttons on the Saturn controller anyway, you can unleash, yeah, there you go, now it's green. You can unleash basically like a berserker mode, which will just go nuts and just take out everything on screen. And when I usually do that, I tap the L and R trigger buttons at the top, just so if there's enemies around me, it's swooping all around and taking them all out. Oh, and that music is amazing. Yeah, not choice to start with episode 3 on a demo disc, but I suppose it's I suppose it did that because it's a bit further into the game and showing you a bit more. Bang. Yeah, definitely recommend these Panzer Dragoon games as well, all of them. Obviously, Saga is a impossibly hard game to get hold of now, you know, unless you're willing to pay silly amounts of money for it, which I wouldn't recommend paying, you know, that much for a game. So yeah, such great games. I think after this sort of mini boss, you get another sort of small section of enemies coming at you, and then the boss proper, I believe. It's been a while since I've been a while since I've watched this, let alone played the demo. Yeah, here's some more enemies coming. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon is just one of those games where, you know, when the Saturn was out and relevant, you know, in the PlayStation, you know, back in the sort of mid-90s, it's one of these games, you know, the Saturn no one cared about, like, here we go, the boss, gone all quiet. Come on. Any minute now. There it is. Bang. Yeah, this bit here, you take time to just lock onto them, so when it lands, the health bar goes bang, you can get a couple of hits in. Yeah, but this is one game back in the day where, well, more than one game, a lot of the Saturn games back in the day, no one seemed to care about, like Guardian Heroes, this, Panzer Dragoon Saga, and a lot of sort of higher-end Saturn games, because the PlayStation was so much more successful than the Saturn. Especially in my area, there wasn't that many Saturn games, so whenever I could afford Saturn games, I would just, you know, buy as many as I could. And Panzer Dragoon 2 was one of them. Don't regret it, it's a fantastic game. But, I mean, I'm not going. not one of these collectors which is going for like a complete Sega Saturn collection, or I only want the games that are rare and collectible. But because I mean, I have most of the more higher end Saturn games, and that, you know, sort of worth more now. But I bought them back in the day when they were like next to nothing. So yeah, be quiet. Yeah. I mean, I got into the Saturn really. I mean, I was always a Sega kid, so I would have got a Saturn anyway. But I used to go to my cousins a lot and play the Saturn. He had so many you know, so many great games on it. I think I let off my Berserker at the end. I hope I used bloody Berserker in this. There we go. Good to take out the boss and, you know, boss enemies, and if you're just overwhelmed with enemies, good attack to use. Save that. Anyway, that's the end of the demo and the end of the video. Yeah, good trip down memory lane there to one of my earlier playthroughs and demos as well. So thanks for watching if you did, and I will catch you later. Bye.